Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. He
Yeah.
pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point, but he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. All right, well, it's been a long time since the lightweight rankings have not had the name Beneil Dariush in them. Here he is maintaining his spot in the top 10 and trying to rip off another big win here tonight. This is a man who won 8 consecutive fights on the strength of his knockout power and his devastating submission game. That was in advance of running into Charles Oliveira and Arman Tsarukyan. But most people believe on any given Saturday night, Beneil Dariush can still hang with the best lightweights in the world. Another elite lightweight has shown up in his bracket tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Renato Moicano. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Beneil Dariush.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, round getting underway. A lot of eyeballs on Beneil Dariush as he gets back on the proven ground here tonight. And not out the realm of possibility that this man would have already competed for the title if he didn't have that devastating leg injury. But that is neither here nor there. He's not looking in the past, only at the future. And that is this matchup tonight. And he believes, even though you could argue he is at a striking disadvantage, he is not going to force the ground game in this matchup tonight. Dariush gets the early takedown. That did not take long. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Short elbows, short elbows.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
Now let's get a full pass. Let's get a full
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Big ground and pound.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, flattened him on his back there. Dariush is in half guard. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. He's brutalizing them with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
Setting up for an arm lock now. Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
Trying to finish the armbar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself.
No, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Wrist control.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Moicano's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Now he's trying to guillotine.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Great job landing from the top position.
These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his choke.
Oh, huge elbow! Might get the TKO here. Oh, good ground and pound here.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Ready. Ready.
Second round here. All right, next round is underway, and man, is that guy. Oh! Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Oh! Oh, and now a big left hand. Oh, there's the single. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves.
Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Well, Suffocating work from the top here by Dariush.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Looks like the fight is over, guys. It's done.
Yeah, paging Alexio Lennox. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, he's got his back now. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep. He's got it. He's got it.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
Moicano's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Under 2 minutes now in round 2. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Moicano's eyes starting to close up. Got to get that M swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Strong roundhouse kick there.
You can catch a body kick, but you got to step off to the side. You just can't take it clean. He passed the half guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
That was nice.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? This is where you don't want to be, though. He's got to start throwing down.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. 15 seconds. Sounds on round 2. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
We lost that round, okay? But it's all right. I want you to use it.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, tags him with the overhand. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Big roundhouse now, just misses. Oh, massive kick lands flush. Takedown defense holds up. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Back and forth we go. Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tough. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep.
Beautiful strike there as he keeps. Oh, big shots here. Three minutes to go in round three.
He's changing the position.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Dariush is back in full mount. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Oh.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. And there it is again. Target.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound. Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent. He's getting him out here.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Dariush. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Back mount now. All right, side control now. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He passes the half.
Dariush is back in full mount.
Oh, good defense, yes.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Dariush. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see nothing.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least doesn't.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Oh my goodness, what a kick!
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
I didn't let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Posture jumper delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things. Oh, that's over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think he's going low, and he comes right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Moicano's able to flatten him out. This could be real trouble now. Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Oh, in the mouth. This is where he wants to be. Nice shots landing from the top position.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring.
Dariush is going for an arm here. Oh, he's got the arm in tight.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Moicano's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. He's having his way with him here. Nicely done. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Moicano's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high level.
Oh, heavy shots raining down. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them. great defense by this fighter.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now.
I want you to go out there.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, nice hook by Moicano. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Just out of range with the straight left hook. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight, but as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
Moicano's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. High amplitude elbow here, it's blocked. Moicano gets caught by the solid uppercut there. He's a hard guy to hit. That one certainly found the target. Oh!
He's got the single collar tie.
Dariush's body getting bruised up on that right side now. Don't want to take too many more shots to that midsection.
Solid takedown.
Dariush is in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Moicano's face would have to be classified as a mess. Oh, big shots raining down.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. We set it inside the octagon for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, Beneil Dariush.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not